Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sure as you can tell by the title below, today is arm day and I'm going to be walking you through my arm routine workout. Ooh, this window lighting makes my eyes pop. Yeah, my highlighter's kind of popping. I don't really know how to do makeup. I had somebody comment to me on my story when I made a post because I was like contouring my face, but I was just joking, and they were like, you're not doing it right. Yeah, I might need a lesson on how to contour my face. I'll watch a couple more YouTube tutorials on that, but I don't think it looks too bad. No, nope, that's not really blended. Nope. I'm also going to be going over what a bulk is, when is the right time for you to bulk. If you have fat to lose, should you lose the fat first or should you build muscle, and what my current macros are. Clean bulking versus dirty bulking. This is something that I talked about in one of my Instagram posts. If you followed me, you will be able to see more about that. But when it comes to clean bulking and dirty bulking, this is my opinion. Clean bulking, systematic. Dirty bulking, lazy. If you're clean bulking, you're structuring your food around your workouts, you're making sure you're getting the most nutritious choices in what you're eating, and you're actually fueling your body the way that it should be. Dirty bulking, you're eating donuts, you're eating ice cream, you're eating all kinds of junk food just because you think that the calorie intake will help with muscle gain, which yes, but it also helps with fat gain. You're eating all this junk, you're spiking your insulin at different levels of the day that it doesn't need to be, and you're not storing what you need to. Clean bulking, you do. My opinion is, if you want to follow a dirty bulk, most likely it's because it's the easy way out, and you have to understand that you're going to gain excessive amount of fat as well as bulk. If you want to follow a clean diet, clean bulk, you will pack on muscle and you will minimize your fat so that when you go into a fat loss stage again, it's not going to be 5 to 6 days of cardio a week at 45 minutes. You can go about it in a way that's going to make taking that fat off after you've built this muscle through this phase much, much easier. When is the right time for you to bulk? I believe the right time for you to bulk is in a matter of a few things. If you have been dieting for a very long time and you've dropped your calories pretty low, you've increased your cardio to a level that you may be a bit uncomfortable with, or it just isn't really suitable for your lifestyle, what you should start to do then is what's called a reverse diet. With a reverse diet, you will slowly increase your calorie intake as well as slowly drop your cardio. You want to do this in a way that actually makes sense. If you do it all at once, of course you're going to gain fat, and of course you're going to be unhappy and then probably binge and go crazy. If you do it with a little bit of science behind it, you can minimize your fat gain as well as increase muscle mass and make your body overall healthier, so that way when you go to drop fat again the next time, your metabolism is up to speed and you can do this in a manner that's going to be healthy and you're not killing yourself. How much cardio should you be doing on a bulk? This is another thing that's kind of like, well, everyone's different. What's your background come down to? What are you currently doing? What's your body respond to? I currently am doing 2 days a week of 45-minute HIIT cardio, and then I'm doing every other day of about 15 minutes of fasted cardio, which is not very much. Yes, you should still be doing cardio while you're bulking for cardiovascular health and many other benefits. I also just believe that by keeping a little bit of cardio in your routine, when you get back into a fat loss or cutting stage, your body isn't in complete shock of being like, what is this sweat? Why am I dripping in sweat? I made this mistake before where I just thought, okay, I'm gonna pack on as much muscle as possible by not doing any cardio, eating as much food as possible, and all it did when I started to cut was made me feel like I was a pig. When I got back out there, I was only able to do about like 15 minutes of HIIT cardio, and I was dripping in sweat and I felt terrible. So I've learned from my lesson, and I will never completely cut cardio out of my routine personally again because I felt like crap. Can you gain muscle and lose fat at the same time? This is a hard question because no, but kind of. Building muscle, you have to be in a calorie surplus. Burning fat, you have to be in a calorie deficient. Now, in some cases, especially depending on what your body type is, there's 3 different types of bodies: mesomorph, endomorph, and ectomorph. You're either genetically made up to be somebody that stores fat, somebody that's just naturally super skinny, or somebody that naturally packs on muscle. If you are an endomorph, somebody that easily gains fat, you will have to probably go about this in different stages. You will most likely always have to be eating at a lower level as well as adding in more cardio. Somebody that is an ectomorph, very naturally skinny, doesn't put on muscle, doesn't put on fat very easily, it might be a little bit of a different story for you. You might be able to eat at a calorie surplus, but by the way that your metabolism is, you can get away with different things and build muscle while you're dropping this fat. Mesomorph, which is the unicorn of the body types, you can get away with both a little bit more, but it's all about how you structure your diet, how you structure your workout, your cardio, your sleep. Every single thing comes into play with this. If you go about this in the healthiest way, you can minimize how much fat you will gain while increasing your muscle mass, but it has to be structured in a way that isn't an extreme fad diet. This truly has to be a lifestyle for you to make that muscle gain, fat loss combo work at the same time. So to answer your question, yes, you can build muscle and lose fat. You have to know your body type well enough to know what it needs. I hope that kind of helps. For anyone that already knows me, you know that I am a personal trainer, but I do not create my own meal plan because if I did, I would probably give myself either way too many carbs, because I like carbs, or I would tell myself, oh, you're getting fluffy, cut all your food, and then I would mess up my metabolism. So I just went ahead, I have my coach, and he takes care of all of that and makes my life so much easier. With that being said, this is my meal plan that I follow through my coach. It is SS Fitness, and he is amazing. He takes the time, writes out everything that I should be eating right in here. For me personally, I always think it's easier just to know what I should be eating for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, post-workout, pre-workout meal. I don't like the if it fits your macros for the fact that I will cheat, I will try and fit in cookies and all kinds of stuff. So if I'm told that you can only eat this, this, and this, I just stick to it better. Everyone's their own person. They all can make their own decisions, but this is what works for me best. So with that being said, my current macros are 2,156 calories a day, 54 grams of fat, 242 grams of carbs, 172 grams of protein, roughly. Some of you might hear that amount of calories a day and think that's a lot, but at the same time you have to take into consideration that I work out 6 times a week. I am always doing as heavy as I can. I'm working out at a pretty intense rate. I work in a job that I'm helping my clients pick up weights, I'm assisting them, and I'm always moving. So for me, eating that much food, I'm still starving all the time. No matter how much food you give me, I will be hungry, and I will tell myself that I just need to like get out of the kitchen. Some people have trouble hitting 1,500 calories a day, and I don't understand how that's possible. To each their own. And then some people eat 3,000 calories a day and they're still starving. Your metabolism will catch up to speed to whatever you train it to be at. Once you get there, your body's going to process through it. To me, processing 2,000, 2,100 calories isn't that much, but to someone else, it might be a lot. Now, should that be what you're eating, even if you're the same height, weight, same activity level as me? No. for the fact that I have been doing this for a little while. I have went through many different stages of losing fat, building muscle, and I come from a completely different background than somebody that might be my exact stats now. I started my fitness journey and I was about 110 pounds. So for me, it was always hard to pack on and build muscle. None of that actually ended up working until I followed a consistent, strict bulking diet, which meant that I didn't have a day where I would eat 300 grams of carbs and then 100 grams of carbs the next day because I wasn't hungry. I force fed myself for months at a time, and as you'll see in this picture, this is what I used to look like compared to what I am at now. It was just a matter of one diet was very inconsistent and one diet was really well structured, and that's how I achieved the goal. And with further ado, let's get on in to the workout.